How things changed? How's college golf changed? Because now Brant just mentioned that you're getting to watch it on TV. So what have you noticed the last several years?
My biggest thing is the quality of golf. I think when I played, you see number 1 and 2 would be really good players, but now 1 through 5 is really good. The 5th players on my team were, the golf swings weren't great. They just kind of got the ball in the hole. But across the board, the girls especially are so good now, and just better teaching. They're more refined, better coaching. And it's great. I think the scoring averages are lower. Golf courses are longer and harder and everything. So, the girls are more prepared, I think, when they come to the LPGA Tour, and obviously getting more exposure at the amateur level, too, with being on TV is, I think, helped prepare the girls even more for playing on a bigger stage.
We'll go down the line and let all of you answer that question.
She's just out of college.
No, I think same thing. When I came out of the Mexican team, national team, it was just a couple girls, fighting for first, second place internationally. And now you look in Mexico and you see all this growth in women's golf and also in the men's side. And I'm just really happy that Arkansas has become a stage for international kids. And now everyone in Mexico, is just thinking and wondering if they have a chance to compete in Arkansas. And I think the same thing is just the information is getting to the kids just younger and younger. So they prepare themselves, they prepare their bodies, I think physically even better, to hit the ball further, to hit just better shots than I wasn't able to do that when I was 15. Now you see all these kids at 15, they grip it and rip it every time, and it's just really hard to believe, and it's just really cool to see how these young girls and both tours are getting younger. And I think you see all the superstars, and now you're getting younger winners on the PGA and the LPGA Tour, and that's pretty awesome.
I have nothing else to add. No, I think they've both hit all the points really I was going to make, but I do think college golf is getting better. You can tell the average age on tour is getting younger and younger. I think both on the LPGA and PGA. Kids are coming out of college more prepared now to play at a higher level, and I think that's a testament to just the game of golf itself growing. The coaching staff throughout the country, I think that's getting better, and I think that just in general, the amount of people that want to play now, I think golf is becoming more of a cool sport, and kids are getting into it more. And I think just the competition level in junior golf is better, to where in college they're still a little more developed than they used to be. And then now, like I said, they're better prepared for the PGA Tour and the next level.
What do you all think about this facility? Not just in terms of what it taught you. Look, you could go out and the different things that you can practice here, from the different types of greens to going out to the back and that short game facility. I know that is part of what made you all into the players you are, but what do you think about what these young players are going to experience? That you come into Arkansas, and a lot of them may not have been here. They think of cows, they think of hay, they think of barns. Don't say anything, Brant. But then they come out here, and this is a first-class, world-class facility. What do you think the reaction from these student athletes will be?
I think that people will realize that this is, if not the top, probably the top 2 places in the country to play golf. When you look at all the aspects of the golf course itself, the university, where we're located, the access that the players have to this facility. I was up here for 7 years, and not once did I have a tee time. You don't get that hardly anywhere. And we're 5-10 minutes from the university, and you can come out here whenever you want. We have our facilities here, and then you got this unbelievable golf course that you can work on any aspect of your game. And I think it'll just bring more recognition to this place. And anybody else got anything?
I'll just say that I was here when it first opened, and I'll tell you, this golf course is a lot easier now than it used to be. So Mr. Tyson knows. When this place first opened, I know girls will see a challenging golf course, but it was very, very hard. I think our first rounds of qualifying, I think our best score is like low 80s. So it was it was certainly a challenge then, but Mr. Tyson's kind of softened it for us. But then you shoot a 66 in qualifying, and he hears about it, and then changes start to happen to the golf course again. So we'll see what Mr. Tyson does afterwards. But this place is unbelievable. We're so lucky to have it. And my freshman year, we went around Fayetteville and practiced at different golf courses, and then had this my second year. And it was a game changer for me just to have this access, and any golf shot you want to practice, you can. And I spent so many hours on this golf course. I was a little disappointed for all the changes because I knew the other golf course like the back of my hand. So I got to get a few rounds under my belt before I learn all the changes again. But it's my favorite golf course that I've ever been able to play at, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's like you guys just said. But I'll not only be able to just drive a golf cart and be able to play any single shot, but you can develop your any different skills, as in the putting green, and then you have the gym, you have indoor facility that you can cover through the winter, and there's always something you can improve on, and you have every facility out here to be able to do it. So there's no excuse for any student athlete to not try to get better. And I just feel very, very fortunate to have the best place to practice on when I was in college.
I'll just say real quick, I called Peter Costas right before we walked in. I know Peter helped with that short game or the facility with you. And he even says, the more he travels all over the country, he says, I keep putting it up against any place in the country. And when he first said that, before I had flown down for the first time last year, I gave him a hard time. Like, okay, if it was Gary McCord's place, you wouldn't be saying that. But if it's your place, you're saying that. But having seen it, you know what he's talking about, that there's really no excuses. I mean, you have everything that you'd want in front of you. And it's been cool traveling to all these golf facilities and seeing how they've raised the level. And they're all really, really good. And I've been to a bunch of them, but there aren't any better than what you're going to see or what we see right behind us, which is very, very impressive.
Yeah, if only I'd had this here. That was the only thing that kept me out of the LPGA, right, Shauna? Yeah. What are you all looking forward to watching the most out here? Now that you know the course, and I know, Stacy, you don't quite have a grasp of all the changes, but like when we watch Augusta and we see the speed and the slope of the greens, there's certain courses that you all play over and over in competition to really tell people to keep their eyes on. What would you tell viewers to pay attention to out here?
I would say the greens. I mean, some pin positions out there, if the greens get fast, you just got to be really, really careful, where to be able to be smart, play smart golf, and, sometimes not go at the pin as much as you have a wedge in your hand. I think it's just the big challenge is just around the greens, and the greens are, the best test for not only college golf, but for professional golf. They're rolling, I'm pretty sure every time they're rolling purely, and the speed, they always have it. I mean, it can get up to 13, 14, and that's when it just becomes a huge, huge challenge. And I think it's not only for college golf, but for professional golf as well.
I'm excited to see how the course plays with match play. I think there can be a lot of risk reward on this golf course, and if you're a couple down and you need to make a move, there's some places that you can be aggressive. And so I'm excited to see kind of how those last 5 or 6 holes play just in match play, because I think just the strategy of it could be completely different from the stroke play part.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see. I think the greens are the big thing here, but seeing the last few in match play, changing the old 16, which is now 14, from a par 5 to a par 4, I think that was a great move, and I think there's going to be a lot of momentum swings on that hole. I think it's a tough driving hole, and then you have, I think, about a 7-iron in from there, and I think that hole, because then you go to a par 5 after that. I think that one will be where you'll see some matches swing.
I'll add one thing. The other thing is the unpredictability, that whatever you think the match is, I mean, we've had so many production meetings and game plans going into a day, because you're going to finish on both sides on Monday and Tuesday, both matches Tuesday on the quarters and semis, and then Wednesday they'll tee off one. But 2 examples, when Duke played Baylor, the 2 girls had a match, I won't name names, but they finished last and second to last in the stroke play. So the night before, under no circumstances were we showing that match. That's never going to happen. So sure enough, this match goes to extra holes, and it will determine who advances to the national championship. And I'm in the truck going, oh, my God. Like, we had 2 girls who barely broke 85. They played a 5 extra holes, and the level of play they played was unbelievable. Nobody mishit a shot. Nobody even thought about making a bogey. Then in the men's side of Eugene Country Club a couple years ago, Taylor Funk played Solomon Raza in the match that John Cook followed. Neither kid broke 42 on the front. And a matter of fact, John Cook was in my ear the whole time going, okay, bogey just beat a double. We're like, all right, great. We're not going to show it. Off we go. Goes to extra holes, and these kids for 3 holes never mishit a shot. And it was some of the best television that we've ever seen. So I challenge all of you, when you come out and you say, all right, this is the match I'm going to follow, you two know it's not the match that you think it's going to come down to. And inevitably, they will all raise their game. And the unpredictability of this golf course, finishing on both sides, where's that champion coming from? Where's that third point coming from? Again, it's the best 2 weeks in sports because of that. And you add this golf course. It's an unbelievable combination.
All right, guys, let's just finish this with you all, this question, because I think it's one of the most important ones for all of us. As you sit here and look at your coaches, all of you all played for these 2 coaches. Stacy, you're a new mom. This is like a second home to you, Gabby. And Austin, I know how proud you all are of the Razorbacks. You display the logo. How proud are you all not only for the excitement of Arkansas hosting this for the very first time and it being showcased nationally, but also getting to watch your coaches and the pride that they're going to have just showing this place off and the Razorback logo everywhere?
Well, I'm so excited about this. I know when Mr. Tyson opened this place all those years ago that he wanted a big tournament here. He wants big events here. And, you know, just for him to do this for the teams, he's been so generous since I've been here of supporting us. And every day we get the run of this place, and there's not many college teams that get that. And so Mr. Tyson is a big reason why we're here. And he's supported our coaches and what they get to do every day. So, you know, anytime we can show Arkansas on TV, the better. I always tell the girls in the LPGA, they're like, we're going to Arkansas to play. And I'm like, just come see it. And they love it. And it's one of their favorite places to come visit. So I think that's what everybody's going to see on TV. And I carry my Razorback logo with me wherever I go. I know these guys do too. And we're just proud to have played here and proud to represent the Razorbacks wherever we go.
I'm actually very, very excited for Brad and Shauna to have the best shot ever to win a national championship. I know they both want it as bad as I do. And, you know, it's just really, really excited to see all the hard work, because I know they work really, really hard every freaking day. They wake up, they go to the gym, they practice every day, and they do the small things every day really, really good. And I'm just really, really excited to, you know, have the best shot at home, and just really, really excited to see it come true.
Yeah, I'm super excited for these 2. I know how much hard work they've put into these programs and the blood, sweat, and tears. I know what our practice schedule was like and how much we practiced. And Shauna had her girls out here more than we were out here. So I know that they really, really practiced hard. And I know they've put a lot of time into this. And to be able to host this tournament on this golf course that Mr. Tyson has provided for us, you know, I'm looking forward to these guys and seeing what they can do. I know that they got the teams, both of them, to be able to compete and to win. I know how it felt playing regionals here, but now we got the national championship. So I'm, you know, just really looking forward to these guys and the support that they have from the community. I know it's going to be a great turnout, and they're going to do well.
And so as of all, this is probably going to pay me to say, but I know. But we've had a chance to travel the country, meet all the coaches on the men's and women's side. And I can honestly say there are none finer than these 2, not only on the course, which is easy, but off the course, which is really harder. You know, it's easy that when you win and you shoot 275 and you can have a smile on your face, but it's really hard if you have one of those days where it's 301, you didn't get it done. And unfortunately, we have seen some of those days, and these two always have a smile on their face. They're always, hey, what can we do for you? What do you need? And that's hard to find. So, Hunter, I mean, congratulations to you. You have two of the finest. Again, on the course, it's easy, but off the course, I'd put these two up against anybody in the country. You all should be very, very proud of these two.
Very well said. How about a round of applause for our players, our professionals who came here today to represent the university and support this. Hopefully we'll get them back. Austin, Gaby, Stacy, thank you very much. Let's bring the coaches up.